It is a triumph for Tadej Pogaćar. 4 stage wins in the Tour de France and a total obliteration.
Yes.
Jonas would maybe try and bonnet. That was my initial thought, but then we saw that they were riding really super fast in the front. So I think their main goal today was to take the stage. But I take that.
Wilco as well, the other one?
Hey, proud of you. You give everything that's what matters. Really.
Another beast of a ride. How would you summarize it?
Take it easy, guys.
Very tough stage. Didn't have my best legs today, and I had to switch a bit the mindset halfway through the stage. I don't think he was better than on Plateau de Bay, but I was just not as good.
Looking better than ever, I would say so. Also, I'm super happy. It's quite a margin now. Always, when it's possibility to win the stage, you can take it, especially if it's the Tour de France. Many, please don't on me.
On to the final mountain stage of this Tour de France, with 4 climbs and a first ever finish on the Col de la Couillole. It kicks off in Nice, where the race will conclude tomorrow.
Birthday of my son, 1 year today. I love you.
EF Education Easy Post made an aggressive start, with Paulus pacing hard for Carapaz on the Col de Braus and doing some serious damage.
Et le peloton est en train de se scinder dans cette ascension, le peloton se scinde.
As the race was being blown to bits on this first climb, 3 men got a small gap. Kelderman and Armirai, joined by Enric Mas of Movistar. UAE soon took control of the yellow jersey group, keeping a close eye on Carapaz and Jorgensen. The gap was only a minute at the first summit, as several dropped riders, including Carlos Rodriguez, caught up to what was left of the peloton. Carapaz then countered, going clear with Champessin, Bardet, Tratnik and Soler.
Les 3 échappés sont au pied de la 2e difficulté répertoriée, le célèbre col de Turini.
The Carapaz group managed to join the 3 leaders halfway up the Col de Turini, although Champessin was dropped after a mechanical, so 7 now at the front. And just before the summit, 7 became 10 as Stuyven, Genietz and Johannesson also bridged across.
Jonction, le groupe de 7 est rejoint par 3 autres coureurs.
There was a change back in the peloton meanwhile, with Soudal Quickstep now pacing on behalf of Evenepoel.
Les 10 hommes de tête sont au pied de la 3e difficulté répertoriée, le col de la Collignane.
Richard Carapaz reaches the top of the Col Mean. Mathematically, he now can't be beaten in the King of the Mountains. There's our leading group, making their way towards the Col de la Couillole. On to the climb now. It's a dream scenario for these riders. If they can get to the finish line, there could be a rider who wins his first ever stage of the Tour. But Soudal Quickstep seem to have a different plan for the day. Carapaz is the rider who's injecting a little bit more urgency into that group. Bardet does the same.
2 minutes 30, 2:30 le retard du groupe maillot jaune, 2:30.
Yeah, and Jan Leert's doing a great job. He was good yesterday, good again today.
Derek G still in here for Canada, and here goes the attack of Mas. Mas decides now he needs to try and strike, and the rider who goes with him is Richard Carapaz.
Deux hommes en tête, Henrik Mas et le maillot à pois Leclerc, Richard Carapaz.
And now the attack of Remco Evenepoel, another big acceleration, big gear change there. Jonas Vingegaard clawing his way back onto the wheel, a big concerted move by Remco Evenepoel. He's got rid of Almeida, he's just got about a metre between him and Vingegaard, and he thinks, nope, it's not going to happen. But here goes Vingegaard, big acceleration. He looks at Remco Evenepoel and says, anything you can do, I can do better. Oh, into that corner. Big acceleration. The double Tour de France winner says, well, Remco, you try and match this one.
5 secondes entre Pogaćar et Evenepoel. 5 secondes, alors que Bardet a été repris, donc.
Vingegaard gets out the saddle with the yellow jersey, the top two in the Tour. The fans being treated to the best two riders for the last few years in the Tour de France. And Tadej Pogaćar is now in a position to win his 5th stage in this year's Tour.
Henrik Mas est distancé. Et Carapaz est en difficulté.
The Ecuadorian Eagle right now doesn't have the wings. And now the yellow jersey strikes, and a shake of the head from Vingegaard, who says, there's nothing I can do. It's pure power. It's Tadej Pogaćar. It's win number 5 in this year's Tour de France. Take a massive bow, Tadej Pogaćar, because that is 5 wins in this year's race.
If you told me this before the tour, I would not believe it, and yeah, it's just out of this world actually. Today he showed that it's not easy to crack, and that he's a real fighter.
Pogaćar showing everyone else who's boss for the 5th time on this tour, with Vingegaard unable to even sprint in the final. That's 19 wins in 51 race days this season. The Slovenian's victory is all but assured, but he'll no doubt be going for a 6th stage win in tomorrow's time trial to match his exploits at the Giro. Away from the GC battle, Biniam Girmay is set to round out his dream tour with victory in the points classification ahead of Jasper Philipsen. And even if he couldn't take another stage win today, Carapaz will be heading home with the polka dot jersey, 30 points his lead on Pogaćar. Evenepoel lost 53 seconds today, but remains the best young rider and will be looking to finish on a high note in the time trial.